Good afternoon. My name is Samantha Thornton, and I am going to be reading from the Medication Aid Training Course, pages 34 through 35. And these pages are talking about the 6 rights of administering medication. I will be talking about the one of the rights, which is the right client. But first, let me explain what the 6 rights of administering medication is. Safety and accuracy are very important to the welfare of the clients to whom the medication aid provides care. During a normal workday, the medication aid may give lots of medications to a large number of clients. Each time a medication is given, there is a chance of making a mistake. Anyone giving medications need to stay focused, be organized, and very careful. To safeguard the client's medication aids give medications to, they must always ask these questions, which are often called the 6 rights of medication administration. Am I giving the medication to the right client? Am I giving the right medication? Am I giving the right dose? Is this the right route, which is the method of administration? Is this the right time? Have I done the correct documentation? Like I said, I am going to be speaking today about the right client. Each time you give medication, you must identify the client. Giving medications to the wrong client can cause serious harm. Identify the client you are to give the medication to using the methods outlined by your agency. Some agencies have you identify the client either 2 or 3 different ways. While you may even know the client, this part of your routine allows you to complete the 3 checks in a careful manner. So do not skip it. Do not skip it. This habit will prevent you from being careless and possibly making a mistake now and later. Most agencies have the medication aid perform 3 identifying steps. These may include check the armband. That's one way to identify. Some agencies have a handheld scanner that the medication aid used to scan the ID badge, and some of those are in Chinese code, and some of those are barcode. And it's usually located on the arm or the wrist to make sure they have the right client. Looking at the name on the armband, if present, will help to identify the client. Some agencies have photos on the MAR to allow the medication aid to be sure they have the right client by matching the picture with the client. Ask the client to state their first and last name, or ask the client to state their ID number. Do not ask the client, "Are you James Jackson?" because it is too easy for them to just say yes. This is particularly true if the client is confused or hard of hearing. It is much safer to ask the client to state their name, and they should say in turn, "My name is James Jackson." Some clients are not able to tell you their name because they cannot talk, such as a small child, or they may be confused and not clear enough in their thinking to tell you their name, such as dementia patients, Alzheimer's patients. So in those situations, individual response may not be realistic or accurate. Even when you are giving medications to the same client day after day, ask the client to state their full name if they are able. It is a safety measure. If the agency has clients who are receiving medications with similar names, be certain to have an alert on the MAR. For example, if giving medications in a school setting, obviously you cannot rely on asking the adolescent their first name, only because there may be many people named James, and even some with the same or similar last names. Using the date of birth could be a better identifier. You can also see where it would be easy to make a mistake with names like that sound similars such as Lee Chan, Leigh, and Lee Chang, Lee. Do not use room numbers as an identifier because there may be more than one client in the room, or the client may have moved or switch rooms, or the client could have been discharged and the medication aid is not made aware of the changes prior to administering the medications. Some people may answer yes to another client's name, trying to get additional medications, or to jump ahead of other people so they can move on to other things. This is particularly true if people do not understand that medications can be different for different people, or if the client is confused. If you prepare medications away from the client taking them, it is important to keep the MAR with the medications until the medications are taken, so that the wrong medicines are not accidentally given to the wrong client. The medication aid must keep the identifying information with the medications from the point of preparation to the point of giving the medication to the client. Many agencies' policies is that you take the MAR into the room with you for the final third medication check to be performed right before giving the client their medications. After taking the MAR into the room, be sure it is returned to its correct place when you document the medication has been given. Thank you. Once again, I am Samantha Thornton, and I just discussed with you the 6 rights of giving medications, and I spoke to you about the right client. Thank you. Bye. Oh, Zevion, come here. Zevion. Okay. This is my grandson, Zevion. He's always the right client to have fun with. Say hey. Hey. Thank y'all. Bye. Thank you, grandson.